Well, thank you, Gordon. I wish you'd talk that nicely about me when you were on the board. Thank you, and what a terrific honor it is to be selected as co-recipient of the Deming Cup by the Columbia Business School. I am absolutely thrilled to be here tonight. And thank you, Professor Freeman and the Columbia Business School Committee for selecting me. Paul, congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement Award. What a distinguished career you've had, and this is a well-deserved recognition. And I'd also like to congratulate my fellow award recipient, PepsiCo's chairperson and CEO, Indra Nooyi. I've had the pleasure to work directly with Indra over the past few years on the US-India CEO Council and on leading efforts for the Safe Water Network in India, and she is a terrific leader. Her passion for the work of the Council and leadership at PepsiCo have truly been inspiring. Plus, she is a supporter of America's football team, the New England Patriots. Being awarded the Deming Cup is a celebration of Honeywell's commitment to operational excellence and our culture of continuous improvement. Two things that have helped propel Honeywell's growth. To put that in perspective, during the last 15 years at Honeywell, sales have increased 80%, earnings have quadrupled, operating income margin rate is up approximately 800 basis points, and free cash flow has roughly tripled. Also during this time, our stock has risen about 350%, and the company has generated a total shareowner return of 535%, which is 2.5 times greater than the S&P's return during that same time. Honeywell's market cap has grown from about $20 billion in 2003 to approximately $85 billion today. For those of you not familiar with Honeywell, we're a $40 billion global company with 130,000 employees who invent and manufacture technologies that address some of the world's most critical challenges around energy, safety, security, productivity, and global urbanization. We're uniquely positioned to blend physical products with software to support connected systems that improve homes, buildings, factories, utilities, vehicles, and aircraft, and enable a safer and more comfortable, more productive world. During the past 15 years, we've received many terrific awards and acknowledgments, but it's very satisfying to know that our business model is working and is seen as best in class in the US around the world with this award. Tonight's award is particularly meaningful because I have long admired the management principles of Dr. Deming. When I first arrived at Honeywell, as Gordon pointed out, it truly was a broken company. So we created a business model that included 3 dimensions: portfolio, process, and culture. When it comes to process, we recognized early that we needed a consistent and comprehensive system within the company to drive quality, delivery, safety, inventory, and cost. So early on, I sent about 60 or 70 people to meet with Toyota for a couple of weeks to learn about the Toyota production system. They came back and they were just filled with the Holy Spirit about quality. They wanted to spread it across the company, everybody at once, not just the factories, but every single person in the company. And at the time, I can remember saying, look, I completely agree with you conceptually, but if we do it this way, it will die under its own weight. It's just too much for people to absorb at once. It's also different when you're starting a new factory and interview 100 people for each one you hire, versus going into an 80-year-old plant where the average length of service is 25 years. Now that it's fully established across our global operations, the Honeywell Operating System, or HOS, has become synonymous with continuous improvement. It's helped the company drive sustainable improvements in quality, delivery, and safety, and to reduce waste in our operations to generate exceptional performance. The rigorous methodologies and culture of HOS have also helped us achieve our aggressive sustainability goals. From 2004 to 2015, we improved greenhouse gas efficiency by more than 65% and energy efficiency by 40%. This year, in support of President Obama's commitment to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the US, Honeywell set a new 5-year goal to further reduce greenhouse gases, and we're now expecting to achieve an additional 10% reduction by 2019. We've evolved HOS into HOS Gold, which brings together all our tools in a single system that spans our operations and our support functions. We call HOS Gold our enabler because it really enables performance across the entire company. It allows us to combine the scale and process excellence of a large company with the nimbleness and speed to market of a small company. It fosters entrepreneurialism, and it drives thinking around breakthrough growth goals, specific objectives that enable our enterprises to grow significantly faster than their markets. 3/4 of Honeywell's growth over the next 5 years will come from these breakthrough initiatives, many of which will relate to software. As software becomes increasingly more important to our portfolio, Honeywell is committed to meeting the highest standards of excellence. As of 2015, 100% of Honeywell's global software divisions are compatible with Capability Maturity Model Integration, or CMMI Level 5. CMMI was developed at Carnegie Mellon University with US government sponsorship as a best practice model to create more robust software from the beginning reliably. It delineates the software process and organizational capability into 5 levels of capability maturity, with level 5 being the most robust. While it was invented in the US, similar to Dr. Deming's experience, it's being most widely deployed outside the US. Operating at CMMI Maturity Level 5 is a huge advantage for Honeywell, as it lays a solid foundation for our long-term evolution as a premier cyber-physical company. And we are the only industrial company in the world to be CMMI Maturity Level 5 globally and across all of our businesses. The Industrial Revolution lasted about 150 years, and the digital revolution is only 40 to 50 years old. So there's still a long way to go, and these are very exciting times. So now let's talk a bit about culture, which is necessary to support the portfolio and processes needed to be successful. 15 years ago, Honeywell had 3 big cultures that have been brought together in 1999: Legacy Honeywell, Allied Signal, and Pitway. They had not been integrated, and frankly, it was a mess. We needed a one Honeywell culture in order to be successful immediately and over the long term. Now, while there are several aspects of our culture that I like to talk about, probably the most important is being flexible enough to constantly evolve. A lot of people misquote Darwin as saying he believed in survival of the fittest. What Darwin was talking about was survival of the most flexible. Whether you're an individual, a company, an organization, or a culture, you have to be able to evolve to succeed and thrive in your changing environment. The job of reinforcing culture never stops. Our One Honeywell culture has become a differentiator for the entire company and has made us an employer of choice around the world. Using our business model focused on portfolio, process, and culture, we've built a company that customers want to do business with, employees want to work for, and investors want to invest in. We've built a company that won the Deming Cup. And I couldn't be prouder to accept it on behalf of our 130,000 employees. Thank you.